Hello and welcome to Demon's Forge. For the month of May I shall be presenting some LEGO creations of my own, or MOCs as they're known in the community. These shall be weekly videos showing off a particular setting or theme. My designs are for sale on the webstore MOCHub, but I should note that I work within the limits of my collection, so the figures I present will look different to their MOCHub counterparts. And now, for this first May of my own creations, I chose to officially present my first group of LEGO Transformers. Two-faced, opportunistic, merciless. These qualities made Klitch a vicious leader among the military of the old era, and made them a priority recruit for the Conformerate. Klitch saw Archon as a threat. A warrior with morals has no place in the new era. They had hoped that once the new era began, that an opportunity would arise to frame Archon, but events unfolded more desirably than they could have hoped. Klitch does sadly involve a minor amount of parts forming. I had an older design that didn't, but they ended up being much longer than what felt right for the character. Rotate the arms at the ball joints. Unpeg and lower the knee joint like so. And apparently unclip the waist. Swing the cod piece up, rotate the legs, put it down, swirl the legs around so they're facing forwards, just not leaning forwards. Hinge the collarbone and hips down so it's resting on the back. Swing the arms down and position. The figure in hand is much shorter than my previous characters, which is humorously inverse to how I see the character in my mind. Nonetheless, Klitch's broad shoulder span gives them presence in my opinion. I come to like the hunchback torso anatomy. Considering the intended imposing stature they're supposed to have, a constant stance of leaning over subordinates seems appropriate. Klitch has a mixed bag of articulation. Head can tilt up and down in a limited fashion. Shoulders are on ball joints, allowing for a great deal of motion including a full rotation. Elbow is also a ball joint, again allowing for a wide range of motion and rotation. Klitch is currently my only figure to have waist rotation, and if you remove the cod piece, has full 360 rotation, primarily needed for the transformation. Hips can swivel, with outward tilting coming from just above the knees. Klitch can still pull off a wonky power stance. The knees themselves have a little forward tilt and can go 90 degrees backwards. Sadly, no feet articulation. Klitch has had a few iterations over the years, but their current form is certainly the one they shall stick with. I may consider doing a rebuild to have them in scale with the previous figures, which could and or would allow for a much sleeker and articulated robot.